Hey, have you heard about JoshDaway Entertainment? JoshDaway Entertainment is an entertainment company providing entertainment in and through all forms of media, providing an escape and retreat for real people facing real things who are often left broken and feeling lost and hopeless. But JoshDaway Entertainment is here to promote healing so that when they return from these escapes, they are able to see things better and see things differently. JoshDaway Entertainment is also making room for those who feel like they aren't welcome because they don't have enough or they lack resources. But we see the raw talent and skill. JoshDaway Entertainment is also bringing an element of carefulness to what's being produced and labeled as entertainment so that it has purpose and intention in its content, and it is unselfish and for the greater good. JoshDaway Entertainment is sponsoring this podcast. So visit DawayEntertainment.com, www.dawayent.com. That's DAWAYENT.com for more information. Let's get into the show.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of The Way I See It podcast, where we give you a collective of perspectives, wrong, right, or indifferent, and you make the choice with what you want to do with it. Because in the words of my auntie Tabitha Brown, that's your business. I'm your host, JoshDaway, formerly known as JoshDaway17. If you know, you know. If you don't, baby, you missed an era. I'm still trying to go back and correct the receipts and all this stuff because, my God, there was something in the middle. But we're not going to go there. I am an award-winning actor. I am now a 4-time author. I am the owner and proprietor of JoshDaway Entertainment, where kingdom creativity thrives. We love to see it. So you're going to hear a bunch of everything on this podcast. I'm excited. I'm excited because I wanted to create a place for us to have real conversation without having to be filtered, because silence is what kills us most times. So I want to create a platform where we could all share a perspective without trying to change it or convince anybody to follow us. Our perspective is just our perspective. And since conversation is how we learn, it's how we grow, it's how we communicate, what better way than a podcast to do it? So welcome. And you know, you can't have a conversation by yourself. So I got my good cousins. They're not my real cousins, but we're going to be your cousins tonight. We're going to be your cousins for henceforth and forevermore. Yeah. Right? So, you know, we're going to be those cousins that show up to the family events and turn them up like you go on walks with us and come back in the house with glasses. Mm-hmm. That's us. So let's get popping. Cousins, introduce yourselves.
Hey, what's up, everyone? So excited to be here on tonight. This is Amber J, and that's what I do. I come on here and I shine my little bright light. Of course, if you see my stylish glasses, then you know, and if you don't know, I'm here for it. I'm the owner of Glitz Optical. You can follow us. Shameless plug, okay? Right now, I'm featuring a pair of African wood. Get into it, okay? And I'm just here to spice it up. I'm that cousin that's going to be here with you. I'm fighting with you, and I will also fight you, but can't nobody else do nothing to you. So that's what I'm here. I'm the protector of the tribe. I'm the female one that's just going to come and give my perspective, but I can get down and dirty with the best of them. Want to highlight all of those who are doing their blackish thing. So, you know, we're going to get into the next segment, but that's who I am. And I'm going to pass it to my next co-host.
What up, everybody? Yeah. My signature, bad riffs. And guess what? Still booked. Hey, everybody, I am just Jeremy. What do? I'm a Black educator. Hey, man. We need more, a male at that, and we need more of those. What have I done? Just finished the national tour of The Color Purple.
Did
West Sunday service, Disneyland. I was doing Lion King for a little bit last year. So the list goes on and on and on. And we thank God. We thank God for the bookings. But I'm just here to, you know, offer my indifferent opinions and problematic and, you know, everything else in between that. I am saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. But I do cuss.
Amen.
So, church folks, don't come in my messages talking about it because I'm telling you now. God bless.
We gonna cook.
And we might cuss you out too. Slide in this inbox. You might get a good cussing yourself.
That's a what?
My God.
How about it? What's up? What's going on with the going on? I am LeBron, aka LeBron No B. You can follow me with that handle on Instagram and Snapchat. Facebook, I'm LeBron Anthony. Follow me. Let's interact with each other. I'm just here to enjoy the ride. I am the ghetto ratchet ass cousin. That's me.
We need them.
I'm gonna tell you how it is, and before I take it away, I'm gonna add more to it. How about it? Shameless plug. We're doing shameless plug. This is my mom's T-shirt. It says, "My blackness was God's idea. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made." You can go to her website, www.loraydrew.com, to pick out this T-shirt and any plethora of other inspirational T-shirts that she has there. Go check her out.
Hey man, we love to see it. We love to see it. All this blackness. Y'all get into all this blackness.
This blackness.
So it's funny that Jeremy said, "I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, but I will cuss you out," because we have come to the segment of the show where we call "Say It With Your Chest." It's where we display our unpopular opinions. Well, this one's on me today.
All right.
I just feel it in my shando. Good God from glory. I feel it. I feel it. So this week's Say It With Your Chest moment is going to be presented to you in part by me. And here it is. I don't think that there's anything wrong with cussing. I really don't. I really don't believe that there is anything wrong with cussing. I look at cussing like a comfort food. Some days you want baked chicken and, not tilapia because I don't think that's real, but whatever with asparagus and whatever you want. But then other days you want to turn on the crock pot. You want to put your pot roast in it with your baked mac and cheese. Put you some collard greens and put some ham hocks. So we fancy now. We put turkey legs. We don't do ham hocks no more. But I think cussing for me is that, and it is my dream. This is really my dream. My dream is to grow old and be that old grandpa that cusses like 2 weeks outside the Senate. Like they done. Like go get my hammer. 5 minutes past. Shit. Did you do that at your mama's house? Did you jump on your mama's furniture? Hell. I want. That is my dream. That is my dream.
I agree though. I feel like cussing is more of a I want to say cultural, but like it's more of a us thing, because you go over to the UK and they saying every other word that we think is bad, but they don't think that because it's not in their culture for it to be that type of word.
No, absolutely. And for me, I hear all the time, well, cussing means that you have a limited vocabulary. Fuck that. I don't. I know what I want to say. I baby, if you want to know if I can talk, go buy my books.
How about it?
Period. But as for here, I'm gonna cuss because sometimes I just need to do that, and it's my business. Go
ahead. What age though do we feel like it's okay to cuss? Because I had a dude. He had his 4-year-old cursing at me, saying 2 little curse words. He said I let him say these 2 words all the time. And he thought it was cute, and I never cracked a smile. I want him to know I'm displeased on all levels. Can you start to cuss?
When you leave your mama house?
Yeah, I don't feel like you should cuss until you got your own bills. Right, because bills give you a reason to cuss.
It will. I feel like when you're at that age to pay bills, that you've experienced life, so them cuss words mean something to you. This is experience,
baby. These bills come in.
What are you cussing at 4 years old for? What are you cussing at 4 years old for?
What do you have to cuss about?
What do you have to be upset about?
Yeah.
All is well in the world.
Baby, Barney's gonna still come on. Recess comes on.
I'm still scared to cuss in front of my parents. If it's a story, I'd be like, "Oh, I can use it. I can say it because I got to say exactly what they said." But any other time, I'd be like, I think one time I was on the phone with my mom and I was doing something and I said shit, and I was like, but she didn't hear me. I just felt like she was going to come through that phone and snatch me up.
No, but the thing is,
I may not have been here to tell this story.
The thing is, though, most people that say, "Oh, I'm against cussing," they cuss. You cuss when you have sex.
How about it?
If you ain't cussing when you have sex, baby, it's not right.
It's
Don't
not
worry about
good.
it. Get up, go home, because it's not. It's baby. It's not.
Throw the intercourse
right.
away. Throw the whole intercourse
Baby, throw it away. You cuss. You know, when you stomp your toe, it's just, baby, you gonna cuss. And you know, I wanted to say that because I want to be very clear. Let me give you the disclaimer right now. These are the views and opinions on this show are completely ours. They do not reflect our associations. They don't reflect our churches, our pastors. This is Josh, and Josh gonna say what Josh gonna say. I am an ordained minister. God bless you. But I am going to cuss every now and then, and I want you to be completely okay with it. But you know, if you're not, you know what you can do? That wasn't godly. Anyway, let's move on to the service. All right, so Amber, give us, who are we bringing to the center stage tonight?
Oh, well, with everything that is going on, I know we are on our hands and our toes looking at this election. But you know what? We got to give a shout out to Kamala Harris, okay? This is a 56-year-old fellow October baby, because I'm born in October. Hello. Howard University, Ski-Wee, aka born and raised in Oakland, California. You are whatever your daddy is. And sister has been here rising to the occasion. She has risen to the occasion of running and being nominated as a Democratic Party vice president. And she representative and soon to be the vice president for these here United States.
That ain't so united.
Because we're not united right now. But these here united, we're gonna be that in the future. I'm just speaking into existence. But you know, and then the plot twist is that I was telling y'all is like, look at here. Biden 77, Kamala is 56 in Timberlands on her whole meme, jogging down the jet, okay, with her blue jean jacket, starch on the shoulder areas right up in here. You got the 1980 starch sitting on both shoulders, okay? And she's hopping down them 3 little steps off the jet. She did her little wave, and she didn't miss a step in her Timberlands, and them shoes is heavy. So if she's doing this at 56, you know, we're in good hands. Should something happen to Biden at 77? That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Should something happen, should something happen, we'll get on the screen and say, lovers of liberty.
Would be like all them black folks you thought, all those black votes you thought you got, yeah, they was really for Kamala. I mean,
they really were.
We just had to really just come on a different way about it. That's all.
I mean, and baby, we still don't know who the president is. It feels like a midnight musical that just won't end. Baby, count up these votes and tell us who our president is,
please. Because
I need to know whether to shout or book my ticket. Because what I'm not gonna do.
I feel like we're gonna shout, but I feel like we're gonna have that victory after this is over with.
Yeah, we're gonna have the victory. So look forward to that segment. We're going to be spotlighting Black excellence on all levels, local, state, federal. My God, I'm going to be Webster tonight. Federal. Listen, if Paula White can make up tongues, I can make up words.
You can make up words.
But we'll get there when we get there.
If you didn't acknowledge it.
Right. We'll get there when we get there. So let's get into it. Let's talk in the year of our Lord 2020. My God. Strange things are happening. Things that we can't put into words, we can't describe, but we're going to try. We're going to attempt. So, we're coming out of October. Yeah, we coming out. My God, it is November, ain't it?
November,
almost
December.
And came out.
God. So we're out of October, but Halloween brought some fashions that we're going to let Lebron talk about it. Because you got to tell them what your name means. Hey.
Okay. You know what? All right. So
it's powerful.
Let me just bring myself together for a second because I get caught up every time we talk about it. So my name is spelled Leron. Laurent. In French, it means furniture. A C, So I told my mom that, and so she kind of chuckled or whatever. And she also said, well, your name is also Hebrew, and in Hebrew, it means my song.
Hey.
So the other night we were having a production meeting, and Brother Pastor Blocker.
Bless you, man of God. Bless you.
I'm getting a revelation.
Bless you.
that your name indeed means your song has a seat.
Yes. Hey.
Hey, but you know, the Lord came back to me. The Lord came back to me.
Oh, he circled back around.
He circled back around because Prophet Karan said that's what he do. He circled.
Billy Dilly Walla Haha.
Sometimes I crack myself the hell up. The Lord circled back to me. He said, no. That's for him. He understands that, but there are gonna be some listeners that don't really quite understand Latin and Hebrew. So you got to put it in layman's terms. Have I got a witness? And he said to me, his name shall be called. You ready? Put your hands up. Watch this. Musical chairs. Whew. Ain't that good? So for the people that couldn't catch it, you can catch musical chairs.
You gonna be mobile in this thing, okay?
You're gonna be, baby. Got all the superstars in the house.
I love it. Thank you. Well, I received that word. Amen and amen.
Amen.
But yes, as you were saying, we just came out of October, so Halloween. I saw some really, really good costumes. There were a plethora of costumes, but there are some celebrities that were my favorite. You had Lil Nas X, who was dressed up as Nicki Minaj. I think he did an amazing job at like the breastplate, the waist, the hips, everything was right. Breastplate. Okay, that's what he had on, a good old breastplate. So Sweetie, or as my sis, good Joan Clayton, aka Tracy Ellis Ross, but she's always gonna be Joan Clayton in my head. She said Sawati. She did a good job too. She dressed up as Destiny's Child of the Bootylicious cover. She was all three, and sis really did look like Beyonce. Then we had Nikita Dragon. She was one of my favorites too. She dressed up as Mystique, but why she was my favorite is her costume, like that was painted on. Like this is like some 20th Century Fox, like like set stuff. Like
she didn't get that from down to the Walmart.
No. She didn't go to Party City to get that. She said, "Paint me."
Not Party City.
Okay. And then Sierra, I think she was my favorite because she went above and beyond and dressed up as 4 different people: Cardi B,
it's the Cardi B
Stallion, Nicki Minaj, and Janet. So I love it. If y'all saw, which ones was y'all favorites?
Sierra had a budget. She had baby, she been storing up timber. She had a budget.
She got Russell's budget. Okay.
What about Russell's budget?
Sarah says, "What's a budget?
What's a budget?" No, I love this Mystique because I mean, if you're gonna do something like this, I get so sick of niggas going down to Party City or Walmart getting blue paint, blue dye, and thinking they doing something. Baby, go on, move. What you think you done? You ain't done nothing.
Listen, she was ready for set. She said, "I'm ready for my close up."
Baby, I'm ready to film right now.
Right now.
Oh, no, but I love the creativity, and Sierra embodied these people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's Sierra for me.
That wig.
Yeah. That Cardi B wig.
Yeah.
That Cardi B wig.
She got the whole tongue action thing.
Yep, it's Sierra for me. It's definitely Sierra for me.
She did that like she was collecting a check.
But this Janet though, huh?
That Janet, when I tell you, this good old black spandex, like it is to the T. Like she gets it for me. Like every single one of her costumes she dressed up was done to the T, head to toe. A look. Okay.
Kudos to her team or whoever put this together. Like,
yeah, she embodied these looks. There is one honorable mention though.
She's been playing this since the pandemic began.
Yeah, she's been playing it.
Like
so at the beginning, she said 2019. She said, "Oh, this I'm gonna do next year."
She said, "I'm gonna go higher, higher." Oh.
I'm cracking up. You know, we're in a pandemic, right? So we have to wear these ugly masks, right? So I was trying to find a picture so I could send it to you guys, but I could not find it. I was scrolling Instagram, and a dude was dressed up in a big behind surgical mask, laying in the middle of the street, as if he was a used surgical mask.
Oh my God.
That wins it for me. I'm sorry, because the comedy in that
it's the thought behind it.
It's the thought.
It's the thought. We love to see it. So with this Halloween season, you know, people decorate their yards, people decorate every kind of thing. There was a woman, she thought it fitting to decorate her front yard as a Black Lives Matter cemetery, where she, you know, highlighted Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, and the countless of
the countless Black people that have been murdered at the hand of white people. May you be blessed. But I don't know how I feel about it. Some in my spirit don't feel right about it, because I think there was a better way, and I don't know Sis's motive. So, am I alone in that, or are y'all giving Sis a pass?
It's the motive. I think that's the biggest thing. We don't know. I mean, I can see why you would raise an eyebrow, because sometimes white people, sorry friends, but they do that thing where they feel like they have to say something or do something to try to relate with you, and then it ends up being worse than them just being quiet.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's hard to say. We don't know the woman of God, if she is. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a people's eyebrow, like The Rock. Like, I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe, but I could definitely understand why you would feel like, you know, is she doing this for show versus like the true intent? So it's hard to say.
You know, if I was her neighbor, I would knock on the door and say, Susan, I need to talk to you. You know how you wanted to bring the potato salad on Thanksgiving, and I told you don't do that because it might get your ass whooped? just come and enjoy. I need to know, just in case somebody accidentally knock on my door trying to beat your ass, what is going on here? Okay, because this could be just like that potato salad issue.
With the raisins.
Certain things you just don't get involved in, you know? So I need to know, help me explain this so you don't get your ass whooped. And then, you know, if Susan can articulate it in a way that I'm convinced, you know, I tell her we'll go on and rock on. But if I ain't convinced, Susan, take that shit down.
But see, you gave her more than me, because she would have just woke up from the sky, because that house would have been burnt. Like, no. I'm sorry. Baby, you just woke up and your whole house is gone. You know how we do. That sanctified just shot. Girl, what happened? Girl, your house done blood. What is it?
So she gets a pass from me. I'm sorry. She gets a pass from me. Because I feel like it's doing what it needs to do. It's causing conversation, whether you're indifferent about it, whether you agree with it, you're talking about it. So, and these are people, like you said, she had people in the graveyard or their headstones, names that we know: Breonna Taylor, Eric Gardner, Philando Castile. But there were tons of other names of people that we did not know on those headstones. So I feel like it, and on one of the other pictures, she had a no vacancy sign set up, like basically saying, the buck stops here. So I give her a pass. I'm with it. I love
she needs, you know, how I just made your prophetic word in layman's terms. She should have done that. She should have put another sign up that said, y'all stop killing us, or stop killing these folks.
Yes.
It should have been made clear if you're going to be that bold with your statement, because I agree partially that it's doing it, it's serving a purpose, and we're talking about it. But hell, how many damn conversations do we have to have? Like, I'm sick of having the conversations. Let's actually fix the situation. And
if she was not at one council hall meeting,
period.
If she was not at one Black Lives Matters march, and if I look through that window and see Ernestine's Confederate flag somewhere through that window, through that dusty nicotine stain window with that little raggedy ass cat, and I see that damn flag.
Saving you. I'm hit the lid. I'm gonna hit the lid.
we gonna burn it down with a smile on my face. So in other news, Cardi B, the Miss WAP herself, has decided that she was just playing, that she, you know, not gonna divorce Offset, because he piped her down real good, because that's exactly what happened. That's what happened. He went down there and snatched that back real good. I mean, snatched it off. Just and she was like, I'm a cook, I'm a clean.
You gotta cook.
Wash everything.
You gotta write that check and pay all your bills.
That's what it was. I'm convinced, because but here's my issue, and this is why I bring it up because if you're going to keep running back to the same dysfunction, maybe keep that business to yourself. Because and it comes with the territory of being a celebrity. You have people who really feel like you're their family member, who really feel like that you're a piece of them. So they go hard for you. So you got people, dogging Offset now and, running receipts, knowing he was slanging dick all across town and states and zip codes. But you brought the news out, people got mad, defended you, and now you like, yeah, I was just playing, y'all. I just needed some dick. That's all.
Listen,
I feel like it's people in the projects going through the same thing, and it ain't made a lick of news. So, whatever their situation is, they got money and they gonna be all right tomorrow. I want to know, is your job on the line if you late tomorrow? That's what I want to know. Okay.
Baby, how many pink
I want to
slips you
know
got?
if the free STD clinic was to close down because of the pandemic. Are you gonna be able to get yourself checked out? Okay. I want to know, can you grow a lick of vegetables? Should all this go down? And they run out of government cheese in the can that just say chicken on top. What are you going to do to feed your family? Because Offset and Cardi B,
they good.
Whoever they are, because they don't know you, they all right. We need to focus on that energy on protecting our skin underneath this mask.
My God.
We need to put all that energy, okay, on getting our temporary license plates off our cars. That we've been riding around with
for 3 months.
Longer than what we were supposed to.
Longer than 30 days.
They got expiration dates now. They got clever. They got expiration dates on them now.
Okay.
So they used to ride them things 5 and 6 months.
Listen, that's exactly why I feel exactly what you're saying, and I'm that one. See, because Cardi's my for real cousin. See, the ones that be going off on Offset, they the play cousins that just show up every now and again. I'm her for real cousin because the bitch is just like me. Okay.
Oh God.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh God.
We would know, like, she's just like me. You talking to, you dating somebody, you really truly love him. That's your best friend. You love him. And he done made you mad because you done call him cheat and say that you leave for a little bit, but they're like, oh, I miss you, babe. And y'all, send that little text you up. You come dick me down real quick and say, okay, well, psych. Yeah, I'm coming back. I mean, what else I'm going to do?
She said the dick was good.
Because the dick was good.
She said the dick was good. So we're gonna have to have a whole show about that topic. Cause I see it more times than not that, you run back to toxic situations because the sex is fire. Mm-hmm. Baby, I'm gonna tell you like my mama told me. She said, when pussy and dick get involved, baby, it takes a God. You understand me?
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
It takes a God.
She said it takes a God because her rule was, we could, I've been having sex for a very long time. Pray for me. And when I say a very long time, I've been having sex for a very long time. And her rule was you don't have no sex in my house. So I would go outside and I would go in the alley and I would go in the front of the house. I'm giving too much of my business.
The front of the house.
In the car. I did that. I'm too old for car sex now. But anyway, she sat us down. She was like, she sat us down, baby, why we having car sex? Baby, I got a whole three bedroom apartment.
But sometimes if we taking a road trip, I need to pull into this little rest area real quick.
Yeah, I mean, there are circumstances. But anyway, she sat us down. She was like, I always know when y'all having sex because let me tell you something. When dick and pussy get involved, baby, it takes a God. I said, okay.
Is she pointing the finger with it?
She pointed the finger with it. I mean, all of it. So I think we do. I think we would have to, because we deserve to talk about it. We deserve to talk about it.
Absolutely.
And Brother Jeremy has a personal testimonies. My God, but we'll save that. We'll save that.
Oh, you there?
Speaking of women, our good sister Tamar. I love Tamar to death. I really do. And I really want the best for Tamar. But I really want Tamar to stay cognizant and stand her ground. Like, if you gonna do this, accept the consequences that go with it. Because, now Tamar is in this whirlwind Sis just got out the hospital for mental illness because she tried to commit suicide, which, you know, that's not a light matter. I've been there, tried to commit suicide. Then I realized that shit hurts. Like I tried to slit my wrist. I said, bitch, y'all made this look easy on the movies. This shit hurts.
Yeah, for real.
That's not, so, you know, I'm still alive, thank God, because I felt the pain. How can I ease the pain? But she tried to commit suicide. She got back, and then WeTV rolled out the trailer for the new season of Braxton's Family Values, and she took issue with it because, you know, she thought that they restaged that for the show. Now, Tawanda, Tony, Tracy, Tawanda, Trina, Tamar, and Miss E, they all came out and said, well, nothing was restaged. They just asked us, the producers asked us, how did you find out? They don't even talk about it or deal with it in the show. It was just simply a question. But she has that reputation of seeing things, and instead of investigating, she just flips out. So do we give our good sisters Tamar a pass? Like, what are we feeling about Tamar? Like, Jeremy's over it.
Yeah, Jeremy's over it. I'm gonna go first. I feel like, you know, Tamar is that personality that we've all come to love. We all come to watch. She knows how to grab people's attention. You know what I mean? On the real, just like the thing I was saying with Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is on the real, just like Tamar. And Amanda Seales realized that this is not my audience because I'm gonna be who I am, irregardless of the audience that I'm talking to.
Ooh, I love irregardless.
Yeah,
I love irregardless.
Okay. Irregardless of what people are saying about me. So Amanda was prepared for that. Tamar didn't know that who she is could possibly not have people rock with her like that. And so, you know, she's battling people pumping her up because she gives them a show, and she's not able to deal with the emotional consequences of giving people a show at your expense. And so I think that's the deal with Tamar. And when she gets to the point that she's like, you know what, I'm going to say this shit, I'm going to be this person, and whoever don't like it, that's fine. She'll go eat a piece of chicken, screw her man who she claims is fine, but I ain't seen it yet on his TV show nowhere. And then really sis will be happy, you know? She done cut her hair off about 10, 30 times. I cut my hair off because I done went through some shit. Okay, anytime you come out of some shit, you cut your hair as a woman.
Yeah,
but she's shaving it bald. I mean, you can't go through no more. At this point, you need to just rub it down with some tea tree oil and coconut oil and alternate in between the days to keep the dry patches down, and so that the rest will grow evenly. That's all. We all becoming a little vitamin E deficient, if you think about it. And we got to work on this.
I'll crack that up. I feel okay. So here's my thoughts on it. I feel like I'll give Tamar a pass with a good switch to the ass as well, because enough is enough. You're pushing it, sis. I actually watched the Tamron Hall interview where, like, it was just her and Tamron Hall, whatever they had, like, where she talked about her experience and how she was in a hospital and what kind of led up to her committing suicide or trying to commit suicide. I feel like you said, we have grown to love Tamar, but for me, it's a hate to love. Like, I hate to love Tamar because I would, like, when Braxton when that Values show first came out, I was like a fan, and like she wasn't on that level at the beginning than where she is now. I feel like the producers of that show, the network, kind of said, oh, you're getting ratings by acting like the sassy black girl, so you need to live that up. And I felt like she just took it to the 100th power and got enough of that and decided, you know, unfortunately she was in a low place in her life, tried to take her life. And now she's back, and now I see both sides. I see how Tamar will be upset with her with her family for airing that at all. Whether you wanted to know my thoughts or not, this is intense. This is a very sensitive issue. We're not going to talk about this, and especially if Tamar is not on the show to talk about it herself. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not going to talk about it, period. So, but then I could see the family being upset how we found out on social media. So I'll give her. Oh shoot! I'll give her a little pass with a slap on the ass, because
Okay, that was cute. Jeremy.
Well,
It's the well for me.
Well, right.
I will speak from an industry perspective of what bothered me about Tamar on the real. I never want somebody to change who they are. I don't want Tamar to change. If she want to be loud and all of that, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thin line though when you're working for the white man, unfortunately, in Hollywood. Tamar is Tamar. She's not Tony. So she's got to work her way to the top. With that being said, she got on the reel, she was doing good, and then all of a sudden things went really left. And she got constant, notes about being over the top, saying a little bit too much, and then she would push back. You can't push back. It's hard though, because you really have to be like yes and. Because again, you got to play the white man's game.
Come on, improv.
Unfortunately, you know what I mean? And so, and then for her to flip the switch and then play victim, and say like, oh, the girls didn't reach out to me. But, I think the only one that I was kind of like on the fence about was Lonnie, because I feel like she definitely.
That Lonnie got something better.
Yeah. The laughing side, she looked like a Muppet. She was holding that shit in. She was holding that in.
No, but was it who said yes? Somebody was like, oh no, somebody moved the bang though. Did she move the bang? Who moved the bang?
It was Lonnie.
But no, I get what you're saying. Because that's the thing that disturbs me about her too. It's the lack of accountability, and it's always the victim. This is just something that I've learned, and I pay attention, and I see it as a red flag now. If you're always the victim, if everybody's always doing something to you, and your story is, well, they did this and they did that, and it was them, and baby, what did you do? Because nobody just woke up and just started. I mean, there are some evil people in the world, but nobody just woke up and just did that to you.
It's cause and effect. You're the common denominator, and that's the thing that we lack in general. Is like we want to point the finger to everybody else, but really thinking about it, who's the common denominator?
Maybe that's a word.
Me.
That's a word.
That's a word. So with all of this. It's because you said something. You said you have to play the white man's game. I agree, but then I disagree, because it depends on what you want, and it depends on how far you want to go. If you want to subscribe to their rules, then of course you got to play their game. But if you know who the hell you are, and without me, you just a group in search of a David Ruffin, then it's about us understanding our true value. Because let me tell you something. Chick-fil-A ain't gonna never go to McDonald's parking lot. Come on, Sip. Chick-fil-A is never gonna go to Walmart's to McDonald's parking lot and say, hey, got some chicken. You don't want those McDonald's nuggets, because they know who they are.
Exactly.
So because I know who I am, I don't have to pay or play your game. I can do what I want to do because I know who I am. I know my value, and it's understanding your value.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I think there's that thin line, because it's not that you just got to play it long enough to where they'll back off, and then because that's the thing about white folks in charge. I know. Everybody's different, but I know I've been. I mean, and sometimes it's not even white folks. Example: Sunday service with Kanye. When we first started, we spent 4 hours rehearsing. Kanye came in and basically was like, I don't like none of this. We changing it all. And that was another 4-hour rehearsal. My boss could have been like, but instead he was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a gig that you don't want to mess up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you just got to be like, yes, okay.
And that's
just
why
long
I like
enough.
Monique, because she ain't doing that shit. She'd rather sit there and starve and teach y'all how to make vegetables.
Not sit there and starve.
She'd rather sit there and starve and teach y'all how to make vegetable dishes and hook up with some Negro who's flexible at some gym. Hire him on her low budget money because ain't nobody hiring her because they done blackball her in Hollywood. Pay this ninja to come teach him. Make him a mother freaking star. and don't nobody know him. Okay, now she done got fined because she can't afford all that shit that she used to eat, and now she done turned it around in her favor. And though y'all didn't want to boycott Netflix, okay, they just put her on in the middle of a pandemic, so all 10 people can catch a $5.99 flight to Spirit and go see her.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I'm proud. I love sis, because sis is me.
She said, "I'm not
taking
doing
all the
that
way,
shit."
and I'm still coming. Boo, the show is $1.99, and I'm giving $1 off. What's up? Yo, we still performing. Go ahead, Monique.
No, but I agree with you. I do respect Monique because it's that thing of no. Because I just watched an interview with Monique. She said, I did everything right. I played the game. First of all, she got $50,000 for Precious. Like what? That's literally chump change. You know, and it's disrespectful for her and for Monique to be the person that she is. Whatever. I'm completely on Monique's side that, no, I'm not gonna play y'all game no more.
Yeah.
Because that serves y'all. It does nothing for me. So I'm supposed to starve because you're not gonna pay me?
Yeah.
But you want me to work?
We're trying to,
Baby, let my job tell me, oh, we're not gonna pay you, but we still want you to show up. Hell the fuck no.
Okay, who gonna be here?
50,000 on my head is.
I didn't mail my work in here. You ain't gonna.
I didn't mail my work
check
up in here. Okay. You're not about to mail me no check.
Ain't about doing none of that.
So with Tamar, I think like Amber has said, I think if you're going to take that stance, you have to be ready to accept the responsibility and the weight and the repercussions of that. And you have to be able to really stand in that. You have to stand in that and be like, okay.
Stand in it and not play victim.
Is bigger than the white folks. That's it.
Of course, definitely.
So, so speaking of the whites, this election, baby, we still don't know
days after
who the president is going to be. Nevada has said. I read something today. They said it was going to take. They weren't going to have a decision until next week. Baby, are y'all dumb, stupid, or slow?
Nevada is 50 in the education. They're the rank number 50 in education. So you got to give them a little bit more time to count.
So they got to do their tallies, is what you're saying.
Google. You can go Google this statistic. They are rated rank number 50. Okay, so they having a little trouble.
They got to do their tallies. They got to mark their tallies.
All they know how to do is count it up when it comes to the casino. That's it.
That's all they know how to do. That's it.
Lady at the casino.
Count it up.
Yeah. So, okay. So with this election, one, I was shocked, and I can't really say that I'm shocked. I was shocked, but with that, I was shocked to see how much America still reflected America, if that makes sense. That for all that for the progression that we thought we had, or the progression we thought we made, we really didn't do nothing. Because for the red and the blue to be as neck and neck as it was like, how? This man, there's humans in cages. Y'all flip y'all shit over birds being cages.
Okay.
So humans, a hell of a lot of people died because you refused
women.
Yeah, you groping women. You refuse to take this virus serious. People are dead, can't get them back. Like, everything is a joke to you, and people are defending you?
I don't understand this.
I don't understand.
69 million people, by the way.
69 million people. And then how many people voted for Kanye?
70,000.
They dumbass.
Y'all just wrote in Kanye's name, was like, Yee. I'm gonna vote for
Yee.
Yeah, the white women and the Latinos. Did y'all see that video?
They said more white women have voted for Donald Trump in 2020 than they did in 2016. So
and the black women went up too. The black women
after the year that he said grab him by the pussy. This is after, he can't keep not one female inside the White House. They all
including his wife.
Including his wife.
Been
checked out.
I do not want to be here with you anymore.
The zombie going in. When they caught her plagiarizing Michelle, baby checked out. She said, it's not for me. You really wanted to do this shit. I didn't want no parts. I told you this in the car, and you're gonna put this damn thing in front of me. And you know, I just wanted to spread my legs and get your damn money because your dick is small anyways. Leave me alone. I ain't signed up for this shit. You and your ego, Donald. Your hair is with you to the end, but not me. I'm with your hairline in the car.
Sis has her shit packed up. She's ready to go.
She's ready to go. But you know what it was for me with Melikani? It was her ad that she did. She said, you know, people have tried to make him auntie gay. Auntie gay? I was like, auntie? Like my auntie? She was trying to say anti-gay.
Nobody corrected her. They just let that shit run. That's how you know they ain't got no real friends.
No, that's not right, because they just let that shit rock. So wait, Jeremy, you said that more Black women have voted for Trump. The Black women number has gone up?
It's I was something the other day I saw it on I don't remember which channel, but it's doubled from last year, and I believe Black men as well. It's doubled. Yeah,
but those are those self-serving Black people, and I think half of them are those Black Christians who only vote based off of gay rights and abortion. And you know, if I saw Pastor Lebron, friend out of Atlanta, he said, if the basis of your voting is gay rights, gay marriage, and abortion, then you've totally, as a Christian, missed the God of the Bible. Like, you have totally missed him, because you could give two craps about people's livelihood. You only care about the child inside of the womb, but you don't give two flips about him when he out here, because that's evident, because they shooting us and killing us every other day. Yeah. And y'all wondering and looking us upside the head, like, why y'all out protesting? All lives matter. Well, apparently not.
Sure.
I hear that one more time.
And you know what? They really just picking out these things to really hide what's really going on. And that's, they scared that they pure white cells ain't gonna be here no more, and they not gonna be the supreme people of the universe, because that's what they think they are.
That's what they think.
That's what they think they are.
But they misinformed.
They are misinformed. And what they don't know, to you people in Mississippi, not all white folks, but you really uneducated hillbilly, I'm still fighting over this pig that belonged to Billy down the street, and he's shooting it with a BB gun, and I done told his daddy we coming down there. You Negro right there, they don't like you either.
They don't.
Okay? And once you get that, they ain't for you. You gonna stop all this foolishness. But you use all the gas in your tank that you could afford from working at the dentist's office with your 6 teeth, because y'all the only practice in the neighborhood, and they can't afford nobody else. And mint dentistry people are only for the folks that live in the city. You mother freakers are one of the ones that want to be out there and use your gas up during a protest and can't even make it all the way home because you didn't think that thing through.
I just want to say I love Amber's reads.
I love it.
Reading tonight. You understand?
I do not want to be on the receiving end of that, okay?
Never.
I'm on my favorite parts. But what you will know.
But what you will know.
Inside pizza. So he ejaculated in a cup so that
you could have a kid. Now check that. But it was Nene for me. Okay.
There have been 2 things this week that have really disturbed me. One was actually tonight while I was playing tennis. Sorry to put my coach on blast, but they said I didn't vote. And I was just like, I didn't respond. I was like, that mentality, that's part of the reason.
You
not only that
racket and knocked them upside the head.
I wanted to. Love them to death, but that really disturbed me. And then the other thing that disturbed me was a coworker said her in-laws voted for him because they were worried about their retirement. So never mind, the lives that are being lost. Majority of people your age could have been you.
Mm-hmm. Should have been you. Would have been you if it wasn't for the blood.
It wasn't for the blood. Which is probably not even over your door. But anyway.
Really?
you're more worried about that than the lives that have been lost. And that just says that's a slap in the face. And the fact that it's damn near Friday and we're still having this conversation. We're still about this election and these, I mean, like I'm looking right now, Georgia, 1,805 votes. Just think about the people in Georgia who said, I'm not going to vote because it don't matter. I mean, the last 4 states, like
right.
we should not, but the fact that the election was not decided on Tuesday, you know, and it really solidified how trash this country is. And every morning when I'm in my class and they say, can you stand for the pledge? I'll be like,
hell no.
Because liberty and justice for who?
Yeah.
It's not for me.
For all? You mean for Karen?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not for Jeremy.
Let me tell y'all about the smoke that Trump is doing, though. So I don't know if you guys know this, but he was telling all his supporters, don't mail in ballots because it's going to be a fraud. It's going to be fraud. He kept telling them that, right? This was a setup. He had to set the stage up so that when stuff goes down, he can have something to motivate his followers or his fans to convince them that they're in the right. So what he did was he told all his supporters, don't mail in ballots because it's going to be fraudulent. I can just feel it. I can just tell it's going to be some fake stuff going on. Now that we're at election times and mail-in ballots from the Democratic Party seem to dramatically surpass the Republican nominations for him, he's like, oh, well, I told y'all it was fraud. Look, I told y'all that something was going on. So, and he's saying, and we're not going to let them do that to the American people. This is what he's saying. We're not going to allow them to do us like that. So basically, he was setting up the mind game so that when he decides that we're not leaving peacefully, we're not doing it from the merit of y'all was doing this mail-in ballot thing from a fraudulent standpoint. Therefore, we're protecting America with honor. That's how he's going to try to lead this shit into another direction.
Yeah, he's trying to incite a war.
And he's lying. Absolutely. He's lying more than anything because he literally said in Pennsylvania that they had binoculars and they were like, correction, no, they were inside the room. Yes, they were told to back up, but they were inside the room. And even if they don't have that, there is a Republican person and a Democratic person in case there is a discrepancy. But for me, one thing that I did notice, because I don't really watch the news. This is probably the most I've watched CNN in my entire 32 years of living. But this speech, baby, he's so defeated.
Yeah.
His tone, he was, and when he walked off, and it could be, him staging it, but there was something different about him because he knows that he's about to lose. And the fact there's talking about now he's not going to concede. And I was like, well, one way or another, they're getting you out of there. If they have to drag you.
They said they're gonna have to drag him out of the house like Helen, like Charles dragged Helen out the house in Diary of a Mad. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. But this is what it is for me. It's his arrogance, and it's the arrogance of the people that support him and follow him. And I'm going to be completely on the Christians because I think it's a huge disservice to say you believe in Jesus and that you are like Jesus and you perpetuate this kind of hate all in the name of, well, he doesn't believe in gay marriage and he doesn't believe in abortion. Because let me tell you something about this Paula White. This Paula White has conjured. She's been watching too many episodes of Lovecraft. That's what I think it is. Mm-hmm. She's been watching Lovecraft, and she's conjuring up these angels from Africa. Sis, I thought angels came from up above, from heaven.
That's what LaShawn Pace told us. The angels in.
Ooh, Erica Campbell though, she read her today.
Oh, baby, Erica got that ass together.
I read her today.
I didn't see
with
it.
her glasses on.
Go to Instagram.
Let me go to Instagram because
that Erica Campbell, she said, I thought, when you're saved and filled with the Holy Ghost, you say God of heaven. You call for the angelic host of heaven, not from different countries, not from different continents. That sounds like witchcraft, sis.
No, because it is.
It is.
Angels are what? They can also be considered fallen demons.
Right.
That's what they are. Fallen demons were angels.
You in the book?
And this tongues that she was speaking, no, because no. That was you're chanting. It's what, because when I hear somebody speak in tongues, my spirit quickens. There's a witness.
Chant the hell out.
There's something in the middle.
There's something in the middle.
My
when
God.
I heard you doing this little chant, I said, "Oh no, sis, she's casting a spell." Let me go ahead and scroll on over.
No, but I brought that up because, and I'm glad that he's losing, because they swear that they have this monopoly on God.
Yeah.
And you could hear the entitlement in her. I'm not going to even call it a prayer, in her coercion, that, you know, if you be God, and, you know, if you care about your people, then I need you to intervene. And it's just like, what? And it's that kind of mindset that causes people to actually turn away from God and the truth of who he is, because people misrepresent him all day long, and, you know, think that they're so right.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. They already look at, especially at Pentecostal church, you know, us evangelical, you know, us charismatic Christians, they already look at us sideways as we run around the church speaking in tongues. You get up here and do that mess, sis.
Yeah. You make it a joke. And then with that, first of all, it was the lady doing the push-ups for me.
There was that.
Like, sis, what are you doing? Are you in basic training?
They literally had spirits in that room. She was calling them spirits there.
Yeah.
So you could have seen the electric slide. There was nothing surprising about what you could have saw in that room. Then with some spirits taking over.
Yeah. So where the mothers with the oil at?
Mother Turner, get the oil. But it's also, the thing that was perplexing to me is, why the hell you call on angels from Africa, as if anybody from Africa
is gonna come
help Donald J. Trump?
He called them shithole countries.
That's what he called them.
That's exactly what he said.
If there are angels in Africa, I'm pretty sure that they dealing with this SARS stuff.
They're focused on that.
Baby, they busy. Their main line is busy.
Call me back.
Baby, they getting the dial tone. Beep, beep, the number you have dialed.
Yeah. She's delusional.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance. So with all of that, I brought all of that to, you know, to ask the question, or pose the question, what is it really going to take for us as Black people? Because, you know, when Biden wins, that's still not over. Did you hear me prophetically? I said when.
We heard you.
When Biden wins, it's not end all be all. We still have a responsibility. So what is it really going to take for us to see the change that will propel us forward, instead of building a higher stage for the white people to get on, and, you know, by the beat of our brows?
We need to be educated more.
That's it.
And it starts with me. As I said before, I think with this election, because I have tuned, because at first I said, I ain't gonna watch this. And then I think after whatever I was doing that Tuesday, I was like, I came home and sat down, and I started to look at like the electoral college, and you know, they were doing like the different scenarios, and I was like, this is crazy. And then I was like, who made this up? And I started asking myself questions, you know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know enough. And so with that being said, going back to earlier, you know, like, I'm not going to vote because it doesn't count. As we can see, there are 4 states, every single vote counts. Absolutely. And it can flip just like that. And thank God that he's been sitting on 253, but just imagine if he wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, this could easily turn so quickly. So it's just, we have to educate ourselves a lot more, and want to educate ourselves. It starts, you got to want to do it, or you're not going to do it.
Yeah, and you got to want to change local laws. That's the next thing that's really important, because you've got them trying to sign more executive orders than all presidents put together. But at the same time, what are we going to do here locally? We've got to vote every 2 years. That means we got to know who we're putting into Congress. We got to go to these city hall meetings. We got to know who's sitting on our city council. We got to know who our district drug is. We need to know district judges. We need to know who our who our DA is. We got to know who all these elected officials are before they hit the news. Normally, we don't know who these people are, what they believe, or what they stand until some shit go down and it's somebody baby that done been shot, and now we trying to figure out who this Regina Hall is, and is she just another black face to cover up the real propaganda behind the Dallas police force? So they got to use her with her tight curls to last all week because she can't afford to go more than once a week. So they got to do it real tight. So by Saturday, it fall just right. And this dark black liner line around her lip. We tired of y'all trying to find a stereotypical black person that you feel like is going to calm us down.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because we need people that can use the light spritz and afford to go back again.
Absolutely. I agree with the both of y'all. It definitely is education. Like for me, it was so, excuse me, it was so encouraging and like heartwarming to see when I went to vote. I saw a lot of young black men, like from the ages like 20. I'm 31, and when I turned 18, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't see that many young people my age, my skin color there too. So to go this time, I've seen more the past 2 times I've voted, like young black men voting and getting involved with stuff like that, and even seeing like elders who have never voted in their 60s and their 70s, who have never voted in their life, are now voting, or took this time to vote. So I feel like it's good that the awakening is happening. People are starting to see like that this is serious, like change really needs to happen. But like, yeah, we need to educate ourselves on how everything works.
Yeah,
for real.
And I think too, I was watching CNN today, and he's like a Democratic analyst or something. He said the big thing that's really helped us was Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And it became a movement, and it really empowered, I think, people who said, I'm not going to vote because it don't count.
Right.
It brought more importance, you know what I mean? I didn't even like connect the dots that, yeah, we do have, because again, Georgia, what are we looking at? Atlanta, DeKalb County, these, and then Detroit, Philly, all Black folks. We going out and we making it happen. That's huge.
That's huge.
Yeah. I think we are on the cusp of Black people really finding out who the fuck we are.
Period.
And it's and I don't mean that to say to just cuss, but that was one of those comfort food words that I needed to say, because for too long we have played their game, and it's, well, come use your strength to build this for us. Well, now we're under the mindset, well, no, hell, I'm gonna build this for me. I'm gonna build this for our people. And I think I 1000%, I'm 1000% sure, Maury, I'm 1000% in agreement with y'all on the educational piece. But I think with that, we have to also understand our value. We have to understand our value. We really have to unify ourselves, because we've been fed this lie that there's not enough to go around, and that there's only enough for so many of you up here at the top. And it's like, who told us that? Why did we believe that? There is so much room up here that I can bring you, and still have enough on my table. And then we can all have a potluck, a real one, and all of our kids can eat, and they kids can eat. So until we really unify and really unlearn ourselves from the thought that our differences have to separate us. No, our differences should never separate us. We should use differences to teach us how to coexist, so that there are no weak spots in this chain, so that the camaraderie that we have cannot be infiltrated. It can't be broken. It can't be penetrated. We need that kind of unity, and that happens with love. You can only have love. You can only have unity in agreement with understanding, with knowledge, and with love. We need all of those things. So we need the educational piece. We need the value piece. We need the love piece, so that we really come together. Because if me and my coworker say this, I'll knock all this shit over. If we really got that, if we really woke up as a Black people collectively and said, yeah, we good. I mean, that's why the hell they brought us over here, because they knew our strength. They knew what we are capable of. And until we find out and really take the blinders off of our eyes and really see what we are capable of and what we can really do and accomplish, absolutely, they'll really be scared.
And
that's
we've
why
already
there's so
done
much
it.
division. They want that division because as long as we're divided, they can do whatever the hell they want to do with us.
Exactly. And we've already done it. Look at the Tulsa Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were our own resources. And of course they dropped bombs on us and destroyed it. But if you just think of if we were able to do that with limited resources in the 1920s that happened, what we have a plethora of things that can make us pop now. You feel me? Like, let's come together.
Yeah. But even with that, that's why it's laughable to me when, when people were looting who weren't even black, but black people, of course, were getting the brunt of that because, of course, we the thugs, we aggressive. But you look at their outrage for looting and burning up buildings, and I was just like, baby, y'all don't remember Tulsa?
We learned from y'all.
Y'all did that over an allegation that wasn't even true. This is true. We know y'all killed this black man. We know y'all killed this black girl.
They sent bombs. They sent
the
army.
A whole army.
On Black Street.
And I commend Lovecraft Country for like really reenacting that.
I commend Lovecraft was so great.
Yeah, that was
Lovecraft was so great.
They reenacted that was awesome.
It's that thing that's where I'm like, girl, F your building. You get you some renter's insurance and go on about your day. But even with life insurance, we can't get this life back.
Hello.
Right.
Come on.
So you be great. You go be great in your lavender.
Go with God, Crispy.
Go with God.
I said Regina Hall, but that shade was for Renee Hall. I just got caught up in what
I was like saying. Regina.
I
I'm with the shit. So I just had to just double back in my mind real quick.
It's all right.
I was like, we like Regina Hall.
Well,
since
Renee Hall
with the shits. Since you with the shits, we're wrapping up. But let's go ahead and get into a minute with Amber J.
Yeah.
What word you got for us, sis?
So the word for today is the beans are getting cold. Oftentimes we're so busy looking at what other people got on their plate and admiring the dressing minus Josh on what they got on their plate. But then we don't realize that this whole time, these nice warm beans that you was supposed to sop up with the cornbread, they done got cold and they not tasting the same. How many times have you gone in the refrigerator and said, I'm going to get some beans? You take that buttery tub that your grandmama repurposed, that she put them beans in and decided to take a scoop out and put it right in your mouth. No, you can't do that. Beans got to be warmed up. So instead of you warming it up and not getting the full effect, instead of you looking at other people's plate and what they got going on, what they not doing, God's already giving you enough to sustain you right now. So I need you to look down, bless God for it, and get to eating. Don't let your beans get cold.
Yes. What Auntie Tabitha Brown say? Let's pray. Lord, thank you.
Thank you.
Like so, like that. No, that's powerful. That's powerful. Speaking of powerful, we have come to my favorite segment. So we're closing. We're closing. All of the buildings stand. Don't leave without the benediction. Don't leave.
That's the rule, baby. That's the rule. You don't.
That's the rule. That's the rule. So as we come to the
Josh, so I can say my part. Where can they send they love offering to?
Oh, baby, you can send it. You can send it to $ Joshua Blocker. Baby, the deacons are always ready, and they don't miscount like these states. They don't miscount.
They don't miscount because I'm part of the deacon committee. And so if you want to send it to me first, that's Cash App sign Amber J 32, and I'm gonna double check it and just make sure it's handled correctly. And I'm a little like Nevada, so it may take me a little while. We gotta take our cut depending on what Josh gonna do for us, because we tired of y'all depending on us for no damn reason. So we're gonna count it up and we're gonna collect our portion, send him the rest. But we appreciate you.
We appreciate you. But listen, don't sit on your seat and don't give.
Okay.
Don't, baby. If you ain't got nothing, come touch this plate.
That's a word.
Come touch this plate.
Come play some musical chairs.
Come play some musical chairs. Hey, because my seat has a song. So as we come to a close, y'all stupid. As we come to a close, we always want to leave you with a powerful word. In the words of my auntie Kim Burrell, isn't that powerful? I feel this on my spirit. Musicians, play softly, please. I feel this in my spirit. There's an enemy after you, and I want to make you aware of it. This enemy has attacked your text messages. This enemy has attacked your Facebook posts, your tweets, your captions on Instagram. It is this demon of your versus your. I feel you getting mad, right? I feel you getting mad now. Oh, I'm not. I know you want me to turn my plow, but I'm not going to do it. So I want to bring clarity to you. I want to bring clarity. Your is a possessive. It's used to describe something that belongs to you. You remember our good sister Bernice and Bernadette in Waiting to Exhale. She said, "Get your shit." And you know, that's when you use that. That's Y-O-U-R-A. That's when you use that.
It's
aura. Aura. Your is the contraction. It's the short form of you are. So, baby, if you're not saying you are, you don't say you are.
Yeah.
If you mean your, you say your. If you mean your, you say your. Your, the example, Effie White, she said in Dreamgirls, "You're gonna love." Baby, I almost took that out here. So here's your rule of thumb. If you cannot replace the word with you are, then your selection ought to be your. Y-O-U-R. Huh? Can I get a witness? Now may your Facebook posts, your tweets, your text messages be forever shifted and edified. That's my prayer.
Yeah.
That's my prayer.
Shifted and edified.
Isn't that powerful? We're going to run on. Hey, but they ain't going to be.
Isn't that
God
powerful?
bless you and may God keep you.
Let God, let Jesus lead you. So, y'all, we want to thank y'all for tuning into the very first episode of The Way I See It. Catch us next Friday. Tell all your friends, tell your mama, your granny with a hole in the pansy. Tell all of them. Tell them to come on over to The Way Podcast. Next week, we're going to be talking about the dick is good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. My God, Savior tonight. So before you go, make sure you like, subscribe, like this video, share this podcast, subscribe to our podcast. Amber done changed these glasses. My God.
I didn't have to throw shade on nobody today. So it came out at the end.
You didn't? My God. So be sure to visit DeWayENT.com. Grab your DeWay merchandise. Grab some books because I got 4 books out there. If you need something to read them. Huh? Go to go to my God, give it to me. Go to DeWay ENT. Where the shades come from? Everybody got
because I'm like, where am I at?
Go to DeWayENT.com. Get your merch, get your books, stay connected. Remember to like, share, come back. What I say unto one, I say unto all. Watch, pray, live holy every day. And we out. See y'all next Friday.
Peace.